My beloved child, I call you near with tender devotion, and I invite you to take a moment to rest in my gentle presence. For I see every longing within your heart, and I understand every hidden worry that burdens your soul, and I will hold you in my infinite embrace. I am always by your side, never stepping away or leaving you to figure it all out on your own, because my loyalty to you is stronger than any earthly bond, and my purpose is to see you thrive and flourish with hope and trust. Do not let your mind be weighed down by fear or doubt, because I have set my everlasting hand upon your life to bring you peace and courage. I want you to remember that even in the darkest valleys, I illuminate the path before you, shining my light so you will not stumble, guiding you toward a future overflowing with promise. I understand those moments when loneliness creeps in, causing your heart to ache with uncertainty. Yet I assure you, you are never forgotten, for my heart is intimately invested in every breath you take. Take comfort in my abiding love, because I desire to see you restored in every aspect of your being, from your most pressing concerns to the smallest details that make up your daily life. I am right here to calm every storm in your spirit, and I promise that as you rest in my presence, a deeper courage will bloom within you, replenishing every weary place, giving you fresh eyes to see my path. Step boldly into this moment and dare to believe in my active hand, molding every chapter of your story for good, for I am faithful in all seasons, and I will not let you down. Let your mind dwell on this hope, for I am with you forever, uplifting and encouraging you toward a brighter horizon. I cherish you with an everlasting love, and I have shaped you for a divine purpose, one that far surpasses the limitations you might impose on yourself. For I see you as a radiant gem in my kingdom. You are more than what the world has told you, and you are more than the insecurities that whisper untruths in your ear, because in my eyes, you reflect a beauty and purpose that no human words can fully capture. Let your heart beat with this awareness, that I have imprinted you with my own image, placing within your soul a light that cannot be extinguished by doubt or fear, but only grows stronger as you draw near to me. Embrace this truth and do not hesitate to move forward in faith, for my spirit is the very power that guides you forward. You may sometimes question your worth when the storms of life rage, but know that my love is unshaken by circumstances or mistakes, and my delight in you remains steadfast. It doesn't matter how often you stumble, how many times you fall, or how many voices around you say otherwise, because I remain committed to reminding you of the incredible value you hold. You are not just one among many, you are uniquely designed by my hand, and the potential I have placed within you is beyond measurement. A single step toward me, a single prayer whispered in faith, echoes through the heavens, for I am constantly attentive to your voice and your longings. Take a moment to absorb this reality. You are like a precious pearl of immeasurable value, a rare and priceless treasure that I guard with jealousy, not because I desire control, but because I long to see you flourish and bask in the fullness of my grace. Do not allow the burdens of your past or the errors you think define you to overshadow the incredible future I have prepared. I have seen you grow through trials, and I celebrate each milestone, each transformation of your heart, each time you lift your eyes to the heavens in expectation. Let my words sink into your spirit, renewing your sense of identity. For you are mine, and I am yours. When I gaze upon you, I see more than what appears on the surface, for I recognize the strength I have placed within, ready to emerge at the appropriate time, fueled by the hope that my spirit breathes into your being. You need never fear the feeling of insignificance or the weight of condemnation, because my forgiveness and my mercy cover every shortcoming, every regret, every desire you think is too grand. Do not doubt that I have entrusted you with gifts, talents, and dreams that have the power to transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Reach out with expectation, for I am the one who set those seeds of greatness in your heart, and my desire is to see them blossom in due season. My voice echoes through every challenge you face, a constant refrain of truth and love that tells you how much I value you, how I sing over you with joy, and how I stand ready to strengthen you in your moments of weakness. There is nothing that can separate you from my love, for my heart is bound up with yours, and I will see you through every trial, every moment of confusion, every question that plagues your mind, guiding you toward a confident understanding of who you are in me. Rest assured that I do not withhold my favor, nor do I turn away from your tears. Rather, I collect them, I hear them, I empathize with them, and I respond by pouring out my comfort in measures beyond your comprehension. Therefore, raise your head and do not shrink back from the call I have placed upon your life, for you were born to reflect my glory in ways you cannot yet fathom. Embrace your identity in me, remembering that I designed you with intention, combining the very best possibilities so your life could shine. Trust that even in your moments of doubt, I am working, shaping, and molding you, preparing you to step into the fullness of my plan. Never underestimate the wonder that I see when I look at you, for I see my child, my priceless creation, my cherished possession, and I yearn to see you stand in confidence, knowing that you belong and that I delight in every step you take toward my presence. You are neither invisible nor insignificant to me. In fact, my eyes are perpetually upon you, carefully watching every struggle and every victory, celebrating your joys and mourning your sorrows alongside you. I rejoice each time you turn your gaze heavenward, each time you whisper a quiet prayer, and each time your heart, even through its fears, dares to believe in my promises. Like a gardener tending a precious plant, I prune, I water, I nourish your spirit with my word and my grace, that you may produce fruit in abundance, fruit that testifies to the depth of my work in your life. Trust the process, for though it may sometimes feel slow or uncertain, I am the master craftsman, and my artistry will be revealed through your journey. So do not hide from your own beauty, do not shrink away from your strength, and do not question your significance, for I stand as your steadfast advocate, reminding you that you are the crown of my creation. Every day, I whisper new mercies into your soul, new revelations of my love, and new opportunities to walk in freedom and blessing. Open your eyes to see what I see. Open your ears to hear how I celebrate you, and open your heart to receive the affirmation I offer without reservation. You are enveloped in my kindness, which extends beyond the boundaries of your own imagination, because I am your loving Father, and you are my treasured child. I long for you to embrace the truth of your identity, so that every step you take, every choice you make, and every relationship you nurture becomes a living testimony of my love working in and through you. Let nothing dim the light I have placed within your heart. Let no voice of condemnation or criticism cause you to waver, for my words stand as the final authority over your life. You are chosen, you are worthy, you are adored, and you are destined for greatness according to my plan. Receive that knowledge deeply. Let it transform your perspective, and watch as you rise up with renewed courage and expectation. Therefore, my child, cling to this affirmation as a lifeline, knowing that I speak not only in grand gestures, but also in the smallest whisper of love and truth, guiding you every step of the way. Reflect on how I have carried you through past seasons of turmoil, how I have held you when it felt like no one else could, how I have gently lifted your head to see the dawn of new hope. This is who I am, the God who sees you, who hears you, who redeems your sorrow and weaves it into a tapestry of joy and purpose. So stand firm in this reality, for you are my prized masterpiece, and I will never cease to remind you of the love that shaped you from the beginning. Let your spirit rejoice that you are called by name, that the King of Heaven not only knows you, but intimately cares about your every breath. When you look into the mirror, do not just see a fragile human face staring back. Instead, recognize a child fashioned by the greatest artist, cherished like a rare treasure, and lifted beyond the constraints of ordinary existence by my hand of blessing. Yes, you are altogether loved, altogether desired, altogether embraced, and I invite you daily to walk in that truth, stepping away from the shadows of uncertainty and into the refuge of my unwavering acceptance. In this very moment, my spirit moves to awaken your heart to the magnitude of my affection for you, reminding you of the extraordinary worth you hold, ensuring you never for a second doubt your place in my kingdom. Lean into my voice, for I speak these words not to flatter you, but to liberate you from every chain of self-doubt, from every negative notion that is wrapped around your mind, convincing you that you do not matter. Receive my freedom now, for it is my gift to you, the birthright of every soul that dares to believe in me, the one who formed you out of love and calls you my own. I see the weight of the burdens you carry, the countless nights you have spent wrestling with questions that seem to have no answers, and the days when discouragement tries to overshadow your hope. Sometimes you feel as though you're standing in a valley of dry bones, surrounded by memories of lost opportunities, failures, and regrets, unsure of how to pick up the pieces and move forward. But I am here, beholding every tear and hearing every unspoken cry. And I want you to know that in the midst of your deepest battles, I am not a distant observer, but a present help who feels your anguish. Let my empathy fill the cracks in your wounded heart, for I understand more than you can imagine. There are moments when your mind races with fear about the future, about financial uncertainties, about the well-being of those you love, about your own emotional stamina to withstand the storms. I am aware of all these anxieties, and I long to infuse you with a calm reassurance, for I have already walked the path ahead, clearing obstacles and providing silent miracles that you have yet to see. In your mistakes, I extend my grace. In your failures, I offer new opportunities. In your weariness, I give rest. Do not let the weight of shame hold you captive, for I see beyond your stumbles to the potential for redemption and renewal. Sometimes you think you must endure everything alone, but I beg you to release that false notion, because I am the one who never leaves your side. When you can no longer muster the strength to stand, lean into my arms, for I do not condemn you when your heart trembles. I am your sustainer, offering you my comfort like a warm blanket on a cold night, enveloping you in compassion and gently revitalizing your spirit so that you can face tomorrow with courage. Allow me to share your burdens, for my shoulders are strong enough to bear all that weighs you down, and I am deeply invested in your freedom. I know how isolation tries to creep in, persuading you that nobody truly sees your battles, that nobody can understand the complexity of your struggles. But hear me clearly. I, the maker of your heart, recognize every nuance of your pain, every swirl of confusion, every unspoken disappointment that stirs within you when life doesn't unfold as planned. Though others might overlook your silent cries, I perceive them, and I stand ready to lift you from the pit of despair into the bright new day of hope. Cling to me in those lonely hours, for I remain steadfastly by your side. When losses accumulate or prayers seem unanswered, you might feel tempted to believe that I have abandoned you or that my promises have failed. But I ask you to remember that my timeline is perfect, woven with eternal wisdom far beyond human understanding. I do not delight in your suffering. Rather, I walk with you through every desert, leading you toward a lush and fulfilling destination. Some lessons can only be discovered in the quiet valley of perseverance, where faith is refined and inner strength is revealed. So do not resign yourself to hopelessness, because I have already sown seeds of resurrection in your darkest moments, seeds that will sprout into something beyond your wildest dreams. Yes, I see the heartbreak when relationships break down, when misunderstandings tear people apart, and when the longing for genuine connection leaves you feeling empty. Know that I have created you with the capacity to love deeply and to be loved in return, and I grieve alongside you when that love is mishandled or dismissed. But I also promise to open doors for new relationships, new avenues of healing, and new ways for your heart to expand with empathy and compassion. Let every tear water the soil of your transformation, for even pain can bear fruit when surrendered into my hands. In the throes of anxiety over health, finances, or future prospects, I invite you to place those concerns upon my altar, not as an act of resignation, but as a declaration of trust that I am bigger than any circumstance. Just as a child runs to a father in distress, run to me, cry out with honesty, and tell me your greatest fears. I do not shy away from the real, raw parts of you. In fact, I draw near to your brokenness, longing to mend what is torn and to fortify what seems fragile. Let each struggle become a stepping stone to deeper reliance upon my grace. Sometimes you doubt whether you can keep going, worried that your strength has run dry and that tomorrow might bring another wave of disappointment. But in that moment of weakness, that precise second when you feel you can't carry on, my power is made perfect. Call upon me, cling to my outstretched hand, and watch how I infuse supernatural endurance into your spirit, enabling you to do more than you ever thought possible. Through adversity, you will discover the breadth of my faithfulness and the unwavering nature of my presence. I'm not only with you in the broad strokes of tragedy or triumph, but also in the subtle moments, the quiet hours just before dawn when you wrestle with insomnia, the fleeting thoughts of inadequacy that taunt you in the mirror, the fleeting joys that brighten your day yet vanish too soon, leaving you longing for more. I am intimately aware of each breath you take, each heartbeat that pulses within you, and I want you to let go of the lie that says I do not care about the small details of your life. Let me into those hidden corners, for my care is total, my love is unbroken, and my empathy is boundless. Do not fear admitting your struggles to me, for I already know them, and my desire is to partner with you in the process of your healing and restoration. Pride or shame might tell you to hide your vulnerabilities, but I beckon you to bring them into the open before me, knowing that my response will be grace and mercy, not condemnation. Open the door of your heart, even if it's just a crack, and I will come in with my healing presence, soothing the ache, offering you the perspective of heaven, and reminding you that you are more than your setbacks. So today, if you hear my voice gently speaking to your soul, do not harden your heart, but rather allow my words to sink into your core, shaping a new outlook. You do not walk alone, for my presence envelops you like a shield, and my Holy Spirit whispers encouragement into the depths of your being. In times of trouble, do not isolate yourself, but draw near to the one who created you, the one who comprehends every fiber of your existence. Rest in my unwavering devotion, for I am intimately acquainted with your pain, and I have prepared a pathway to victory even when all seems lost. Take courage, my dear one, for I am the God who sees, who hears, and who responds with unstoppable compassion, and I will not relent until you step into the fullness of peace and joy that I have designed for you. Keep your eyes fixed on me, like a traveler following a guiding star through a dark landscape, knowing that I have orchestrated the heavens in such a way that you will never be left to wander aimlessly. Every detour, every dead end, every heartbreak is an invitation to press closer to me, to discover that my grace abounds all the more when challenges multiply. Trust me, for I am with you in the valley, and I will not let despair have the final word. I am your shield and your refuge, the one who stands guard around your life, warding off attacks you never even realized were drawing near. Even when the enemies of hopelessness, fear, or doubt come prowling at your door, I rise up to defend you with my mighty arm. Do not be dismayed by the shadows, for my light cuts through every darkness, illuminating the road ahead and ensuring that you are never lost. This is my solemn promise to you. You are safe in my care, and no power of darkness can snatch you from my hand. When storms rage like a tempest on the sea, tossing your heart from wave to wave, I am the steady anchor that keeps you from drifting into utter chaos. I speak peace to the winds swirling around you, and even if they do not relent immediately, I will calm the storm within you, granting you a profound serenity that transcends logic. Let your mind rest on this truth. My authority is supreme over every force that tries to unhinge you, and I am unwavering in my commitment to sheltering you. You need not muster your own power to fight every storm. Simply cling to my unchanging presence. I go before you into every battle, preparing the ground and placing victory in your grasp. Even the challenges that seem insurmountable bow to my purpose, and I work through each obstacle, forging resilience in your soul. Sometimes my protection looks different than you expect. It might come in the form of redirection, a door closing so that a better one can open, or a delay that prevents unseen danger. Trust my wisdom, for I see the big picture, and I orchestrate every detail for your ultimate good and my glory. Do not fret when my timing differs from your plans, because my vantage point is higher and my strategies are flawless. I send my angels to stand guard over you, to protect and guide you on the paths you tread, even when you are unaware of their presence. In the hidden realm of the spiritual, my armies are actively battling for your peace, for your hope, and for your restoration. You might never fully comprehend the extent of my vigilant care, but rest assured, my watchfulness never sleeps nor slackens. So do not be discouraged if you feel surrounded, for I have placed a greater surrounding presence of my power around you, reinforcing your every step with supernatural backup. When sickness threatens your body or mental anguish clouds your joy, I offer myself as the balm that heals and the physician who mends. My protection is not just external, it seeps into the core of your being, restoring what is broken, lifting what is weary. Yes, doctors, medications, and treatments are tools I can use, but never forget the deeper healing that comes from my touch. I invite you to place your trust in me as your ultimate refuge, for I do not merely treat symptoms. I address the root of your pain, speaking life and renewal into every cell of your existence. In your moments of vulnerability, when your defenses are worn down and your faith feels small, I stand as a towering fortress, absorbing the blows that were meant to devastate you. Let that image be etched in your mind, a strong, unbreakable fortress whose walls cannot be penetrated by any force of darkness. I have adopted you as my own, and I take personal delight in watching over you, ensuring that you are not crushed under the weight of adversity. Hide yourself in my presence, knowing that my arms form a shelter that nothing can penetrate. No matter how many times you feel you have lost a battle, I ensure that the war is won. Though you might see only scattered defeats, I have already secured the ultimate triumph through my steadfast love and eternal sacrifice. Fear not the weapons formed against you. They will not prevail, for I nullify the destructive intentions aimed at your heart. Place your confidence in me, for I transform curses into blessings, heartbreak into growth, and confusion into clarity, showing you that even in chaos, I remain your steadfast protector. I am the God who not only guards you from external harm, but also equips you internally with the armor of truth, righteousness, and faith. My word will be your sword, dividing fear from faith, severing lies from truth, and allowing you to stand firm in the face of adversities. Do not neglect the spiritual resources I place at your disposal. Immerse yourself in prayer, in scripture, and in the fellowship of those who walk this journey of faith alongside you. In these sacred practices, you find new layers of my protection, layers that shield your mind from destructive thoughts and guard your spirit from discouragement. Trust that my hand is never too short to save, nor my attention too divided to notice your plight. Even when circumstances grow dire, do not believe the whisper that says I have abandoned you. I am a constant presence, a flame that never extinguishes, watching over you with unwavering diligence. Call upon me and see how my answers, though sometimes unexpected, arrive right on time, rescuing you from the brink of despair. You are never without my help, for I am the source of all grace, the fountain of all mercy, and the stronghold for those who call upon my name. In the face of demonic oppression or the darkest spiritual attacks, remember that I am the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and no entity can override my authority or match my might. At the sound of my name, every force of evil trembles, and I fight for you with a holy zeal that ensures you are never truly outmatched. Do not be intimidated by the threats that echo through the night, for I am the one who speaks light into being, and with a single word, I scatter the darkness. Let your trust in my sovereignty anchor you, for I will never permit a test that I will not also empower you to overcome. Take refuge in the knowledge that I have a plan for your deliverance, one that exceeds human logic and often emerges in the most creative ways. Sometimes I provide swift, miraculous intervention. At other times, I guide you through a process that develops your endurance and polishes your character. Regardless of the method, the outcome is the same. My protection stands, my help is assured, and my heart for you remains unshaken. Lean into me in the uncertain moments, for that is where your faith is forged, becoming a mighty weapon against despair. Let my promises be your meditation. Let them fill your mind in the quiet hours of dawn and the lingering shadows of dusk, for as you cling to my word, fear loses its grip. I am the one who parted seas, who silenced raging lions, who walked with my people through fire without letting a single hair be singed. I remain the same unwavering protector today, and I delight in showcasing my might on behalf of those who trust in me. Stand tall, knowing you are under divine protection, and that no trial can conquer the soul I uphold with my righteous right hand. Now, my beloved child, hear my invitation. Come to me in prayer. Confide every secret worry, every lingering doubt, every unspoken yearning, for I am the one who listens with an unquenchable compassion. Let not your lips remain sealed, for your words to me need not be polished or rehearsed. They only need to be honest. Speak to me as a child speaks to a dear father, unafraid to reveal your vulnerabilities, fully trusting in my willingness to embrace you in your rawest form. My ears are open, my heart is ready, and my response is guaranteed. Do not think that you must present yourself as flawless or word your requests in a certain religious manner. Just come with your aches and anxieties laid bare, with your deepest dreams and your heartbreaks that you have tried to bury away. I see all, I know all, and I long to meet you in that sacred space where honesty paves the way for transformation. Talk to me when the burden is too heavy to carry alone, and watch as my peace rushes into the cracks of your being like a cool stream in a desert. Let your prayers be an ongoing conversation, not a formal event. Trust is the key that unlocks the treasure of my blessings. When you place your faith in me, you anchor your soul to my unchanging nature, allowing my eternal stability to permeate your chaotic circumstances. Abandon the urge to control every outcome, to ensure every step by your own might. For I am the God who orchestrates details beyond your limited perspective. Hand over the reins of your life, releasing the tension that comes from striving, and see how my hand steers you through narrow passages and wide horizons alike. In your surrender, you will discover a freedom you never thought possible. Do not fear that your mistakes have barred you from approaching me. My grace shatters every barrier erected by sin and shame, and my forgiveness runs deeper than any offense you could commit. Approach me boldly, knowing that I have already welcomed you with open arms, longing for your heart to find refuge in mine. Let the past remain in the past, and step into this moment where I offer you a clean slate, a fresh start, and a wide path forward. I am the God of second chances, of new mornings and restored hope. Embrace the simplicity of prayer, for it is not about memorized words or complicated formulas. It's about your heart connecting with mine in honest dialogue. If words fail you, let your tears speak. If fear silences you, let your sighs ascend to me, for even in the soundless cries of your spirit, I decipher the language of your soul. Never doubt that I hear you. Even when the world is loud and your own thoughts are jumbled, my attention is fully riveted on you, my cherished child. Speak and watch how I respond in ways both subtle and grand. In the stillness of prayer, you will uncover revelations that remain hidden in the busyness of life. There, in that private chamber of communion, I whisper my counsel, my encouragement, and my correction, not to harm you, but to guide you onto paths of blessing. Make time to retreat from the noise of the world, to step away from the endless demands, and to align your heart with mine. As you do, you will sense my spirit infusing you with clarity, reshaping your perspective, helping you see beyond the immediate challenges and into the horizon of my eternal plan. I invite you also to listen in prayer, for communication with me is not a one-way monologue, but a dialogue. Quiet your mind, hush the internal chatter of to-do lists and worst-case scenarios, and open your spiritual ears to my gentle promptings. I might speak through a verse of scripture, an impression in your heart, or even through a conversation with another person whose words align perfectly with the moment you find yourself in. Remain expectant, for I love to surprise my children with insights that ignite faith and courage. Let your trust in me transcend the boundaries of logic, for my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts soar beyond human comprehension. When situations scream impossibility, remind yourself that I specialize in making ways through deserts and parting seas where there seem to be no route forward. Lean on me more heavily than you lean on your own understanding, for my wisdom is infinite, my power limitless, and my heart unwaveringly set on your welfare. Surrender your attempts to figure everything out, and choose instead to trust in my guiding hand. Take my words to heart. I have a future for you, one laden with hope and anchored in my unwavering love. As you pray, let your petitions be seasoned with the conviction that I am both willing and able to manifest the best outcomes for you. Yes, difficulties may arise, and yes, your faith might be tested, but never doubt that I am weaving a story of redemption in your life, a narrative that displays my goodness and magnifies my faithfulness. Pray with boldness, dream with courage, and persist in believing that I am orchestrating your advancement. Trust is a day-by-day journey built upon repeated moments of surrender. Each time you choose faith over fear, each time you come to me instead of dwelling in anxiety, you grow deeper roots in my love. Allow yourself the grace to learn and grow. Do not despair when you catch yourself fretting or doubting, for I am patient with your process. Keep returning to me in prayer. Keep leaning on my promises, and watch as your confidence in my care matures and blossoms, transforming your outlook on every hardship you face. I am your source, your supply, the fountain from which every blessing flows. Let go of the illusion that you must rely solely on your own strength or resources, for I stand ready to lavish you with my abundance. Pray, trust, and then step forward in obedience, knowing that my provision accompanies my instruction. Even if you feel unequipped, I will qualify you. If you feel inadequate, I will supply you with my sufficiency. Together, we make an unbeatable team, for my power finds its greatest expression in a heart that chooses to trust despite uncertainties. So come, speak freely, cast your cares upon me, and do not hold back. I am prepared to shoulder your load, to fill your emptiness, and to lead you through every valley and over every mountain. In prayer, we forge a bond that no trial can sever, a connection that shatters the strongest chains of worry, and a companionship that reveals my heart to you in ever-deepening layers. Let your trust arise like the dawn, dispelling the shadows of doubt, for I am here, waiting to commune with you, ready to prove my faithfulness anew day after day. Look to the horizon with hope, for I have positioned glorious possibilities just beyond the view of your current struggles. Though storms may still gather, and though your soul may at times feel weary, never forget that my mercies are renewed each morning, blanketing you with the promise of fresh starts. Take heart in knowing that I orchestrate the tapestry of your life with unwavering skill, weaving moments of challenge together with seasons of victory, all culminating in a magnificent display of my sovereignty. Even as you read these words, I am stirring up new dreams within your spirit, calling you to believe in the greatness I have placed inside you. I have not forgotten your prayers nor overlooked your tears. I collect each one, placing them in a vessel of remembrance, and I transform them into catalysts for growth and blessing. Where you see only obstacles, I see platforms for miracles. Where you see only closed doors, I see hidden corridors leading to abundant expansion. Keep your eyes on me, for I am both the author and finisher of your faith, mapping out every twist and turn of your journey to ensure it leads you closer to me and to the fulfilling plan I have established from the foundation of the world. Let faith arise within you as you imagine the future I have prepared, a future where my grace saturates every aspect of your life, where relationships flourish, needs are met, and your influence extends to lift others into hope. I am not limited by your past, your present, or by the logic of men. I transcend all barriers with my mighty power, ushering you into realms you once deemed impossible. If fear tries to hold you back, remember that I have armed you with love, with power, and with a sound mind, enabling you to conquer every hesitation, stepping forward in bold confidence. Consider how a seed, when sown into the ground, lies hidden for a time, seemingly dormant, yet I am at work in that concealed process, nurturing and coaxing growth until it breaks through the soil into the light. Likewise, I am cultivating your dreams and visions, even in seasons when you see no tangible progress. Do not lose heart if results are not immediate, for I am faithful to bring about a harvest at the appointed time, a bounty that will far exceed your expectations. Remain steadfast, keeping your focus on me, and trust that I am guiding each chapter of your unfolding story. Every day is an invitation to walk in deeper intimacy with me, discovering fresh facets of my nature, gleaning insight into my plans, and growing ever more certain of my unwavering commitment to your well-being. As you partner with my purposes, you will find that your life gains momentum, propelled by the wind of my spirit, who leads you into all truth. Even setbacks can become setups for comebacks, for I specialize in using what the enemy meant for harm to unveil the victory that is your inheritance. So do not let discouragement linger. Instead, speak my promises over your future. I promise you, my child, that as you keep your hope anchored in me, You will witness wonders that defy human explanation. Testimonies will spring forth from your lips, proclaiming how I intervened in impossible situations, how I brought beauty out of ashes, and how I turned mourning into dancing. Your life will become a beacon to those who wander in darkness, a living demonstration of my redemptive power. Embrace this calling, for as you rise up in faith, you inspire others to believe, igniting a chain reaction of hope that can transform families, communities, and even nations. Do not fear that you are too small, too broken, or too insignificant to fulfill the grand designs I have conceived for you. Remember, I delight in taking the overlooked and the humble, exalting them to show my strength and compassion to a watching world. Every test can become a testament of grace. Every trial can become a triumph. I have placed within you seeds of potential that, when watered by my presence and pruned by my guidance, will yield fruit that remains, fruit that satisfies not just your soul, but also nourishes others around you. When you encounter doubt or when cynics scoff at your faith, hold your ground, recalling that I am the same God who spoke and galaxies came into existence, who commanded and seas parted, who breathed life into dry bones, causing them to rise into a formidable army. Nothing is beyond my ability, and no vision aligned with my purpose is too grand to be realized. Your future is secure in my hands, and I am a master at finishing what I begin. So do not diminish your dreams, do not shrink to fit the limited molds others might place on you. Soar, for I have given you wings of promise. I urge you to cultivate a heart of praise, for gratitude is the doorway to a realm of endless possibility. Even when you have yet to see the full manifestation of my plan, praising me in advance demonstrates your trust in my faithfulness. Praise releases your spirit from chains of discouragement, lifting your eyes to behold the bigger picture, reminding you that I reign supreme over every chaos. Let your soul erupt in thanksgiving, for in doing so, you align with the triumphant cadence of heaven, a chorus that testifies to the unstoppable nature of my love. Just as a skilled architect envisions the final structure before the first brick is laid, I already perceive the finished masterpiece of your life, lovingly guiding each step to ensure it aligns with the grand design. I see talents within you that you have yet to recognize, dreams you have scarcely dared to whisper, and opportunities that remain undiscovered in the corridors of destiny. Journey forward with expectancy, for I will reveal each piece of the puzzle at precisely the right moment. Open your heart to the leading of my spirit, and you will navigate every turn with wisdom and joy. My goodness will pursue you, overshadowing any attempt of the enemy to hinder your progress, and I will equip you with the discernment to avoid pitfalls that might derail your mission. You are not stepping into this future alone. My angels accompany you, my word guides you, my spirit empowers you, and my love surrounds you. Let that reality invigorate you, allowing you to run the race with endurance, unencumbered by the past. You have been given a new name, a new identity in me, signifying that you are indeed part of my royal family, destined to walk in triumph. Embrace this hopeful vision, allow it to stir within your heart, and resist the urge to settle for a lesser narrative. You are authored by my hand, and I do not write tragedies without redemption or challenges without breakthroughs. Keep believing, keep praying, keep trusting, for as you do, you will see my wonders unfold in your life, painting a picture of grace that will stand as a testimony for generations to come. The future is bright, my beloved, and I urge you to step forward confidently, for your success, your healing, and your victory have already been sealed by my unbreakable word. My love for you endures beyond all measure, unchanging and constant through every storm, every doubt, every triumph, and every tear. I have carried you from the moment you drew your first breath, and I will continue to hold you until the end of time, for you are precious to me. Let this truth sink deep into your heart, dispelling the lies that tell you otherwise, and let the warmth of my devotion brighten every corner of your soul. You need not fear abandonment, for I am bound to you by an everlasting covenant of grace. I bless you and your loved ones with the fullness of my peace, speaking calm into turbulent hearts and weaving reassurance into anxious minds. I bless your endeavors that they may prosper under my guidance, and I bless your spirit that it may remain vigilant in prayer and steadfast in hope. As you step into tomorrow, hold fast to the promises I have placed before you, for they are as sure as the rising sun. You are never alone. My presence accompanies you, my angels protect you, and my spirit within you whispers songs of encouragement each day. Now, stand tall in the confidence that the future I have mapped out for you brims with goodness, filled with my faithfulness that stretches from generation to generation. The best is indeed yet to come, because I am the one who shapes each new dawn, filling it with opportunities to grow, to love, and to witness my wonders. Do not let yesterday's regrets weigh you down, nor let tomorrow's uncertainties rob you of peace. Walk boldly, knowing that you are cradled in my heart, surrounded by my favor, and destined to see my glory revealed in ways that will astonish and delight your soul. My dear child, I am not finished speaking into your life, for my word continues to create new possibilities and unfold new blessings with each passing moment, and I invite you to open your heart wider to receive every gift I bestow. Let not your soul shrink from the next chapter of your journey, because I am the author who skillfully weaves triumph out of trials, and I smile upon every effort you make to remain steadfast in faith. Above all, believe that no dream is too grand, no vision too lofty, for I am the God of the impossible, and I delight in lifting your expectations to greater heights. Lean upon me, and you shall discover the strength you did not know you had, a strength fueled by my mercy, my kindness, and my ever-present help. Even when the path ahead looks like a mystery and the future seems hidden behind a veil of uncertainties, trust that my guidance will illuminate the way in my perfect timing. Stay close to my spirit through prayer and reflection, for in those sacred moments I will whisper fresh revelations and remind you of truths that anchor you. Pay attention to how I move in the little details, because often my greatest miracles begin with a small seed of hope. Persist in asking, seeking, and knocking, for you will see that each door I open leads to a realm of possibilities and joy beyond what you once believed possible. Look around you, my precious child, and see how I gather the threads of your pain, your hopes, and your gifts to form a tapestry that bears the mark of my glory. Every chapter of your story, whether marked by celebration or tears, finds its rightful place in this grand design that ultimately declares my goodness. As you press forward with faith, never let discouragement steal your song, for I have composed a melody of victory to accompany your days and fill your nights with promise. Indeed, I am the lover of your soul, the guardian of your future, and the friend who will never leave your side. And I say to you now, rejoice in the wonders yet to unfold, for the best days of your life are still ahead of you. My wonderful child, I speak these words to stir your soul with renewed passion, urging you to rise above the obstacles that have tried to hold you down, for I see a glorious strength within you that is yet to be fully unleashed. Let no distraction rob you of this moment, for I desire to remind you of the deepest truths about who you are. You are chosen, you are loved, you are equipped with gifts that are destined to illuminate this world with my hope. Whenever doubt tries to plant seeds of discouragement, answer with the bold declaration that my spirit empowers you beyond any limitation, and my grace elevates you above every challenge. Embrace the freedom that comes from knowing you do not have to walk this journey alone, for I am your guide, your friend, and your constant source of wisdom. As you move forward, remember to lift your gaze, for beyond the horizon lies every miracle I have lovingly prepared for you, waiting for the perfect moment to blossom in your life. Now, my precious one, take this final invitation as a seal upon your heart, a gentle but unwavering encouragement to live out your faith in every facet of your existence. Let your words reflect my truth. Let your hands extend my compassion, and let your mind continually meditate on my goodness. For in doing so, you will discover a depth of joy that surpasses the fleeting thrills of this world. Keep your ears attuned to my whispers, for I continually reveal fresh perspectives, turning each day into a canvas on which my purpose is painted in vibrant hues of grace. Trust that my plans for you are for life, for growth, for healing, and for the blessings that ripple outward, touching every soul you encounter. Indeed, you are not just a recipient of my love, but a vessel through which I pour my mercy into a hurting world. So stand tall in that understanding. Be at peace, my child, for I am with you always, and nothing shall extinguish the light I have placed within you. My dear one, even as you take your next breath, know that my love surrounds you with unwavering determination, and my hands are ever ready to lift you when you stumble. Do not be discouraged by setbacks, for I will transform them into stepping stones leading you higher than before, infusing every chapter of your life with remarkable beauty and purpose. Cling to me and let your spirit soar on the wings of my promises, for you are held, cherished, and prepared for greater days yet to come. My cherished child, as you embrace this living hope, never forget that I continually pour forth my grace upon each new day, offering you fresh opportunities to grow and to love without reservation. Even when the night feels endless, trust that the dawn of my providence is on its way, revealing blessings you have yet to imagine. Stand firm in faith, remembering that no challenge is insurmountable when I strengthen you from within, and no storm can outlast the peace I speak over your life. Draw near to me in every moment, be it joyful or heartbreaking, and allow my presence to shape your perspective, flooding you with the assurance that my plans for you remain good and fruitful. You, my precious one, are a living testament of my love, shining as a beacon of hope for all who cross your path. So radiate my light boldly and witness the wonders that unfold.